Hello, True Blue Oklahoman here. Let's have a few Oklahoma tidbits today. Let's start off with the game Monopoly. Yeah, let's see. I think 2021, maybe a little sooner, I don't know. A Monopoly game came out based on Tulsa. So apparently last week, one came out for Oklahoma City. But the only problem was the printer had the wrong skyline on there. They had the skyline of Tulsa instead of Oklahoma City. And there's a lot of folks that aren't real happy about that up down in Oklahoma City. Can't really blame them, can you? But anyway, there's always been a friendly rivalry between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Of course, Tulsa's better, but that's okay. But anyway, the printer says he is going to print up some new games with the correct skyline on there. So, I don't know. If you have one of those games that's not correct, maybe someday it'll be like an old stamp worth a lot of money. You never know what people pay money for. All right, number two. Let's talk about Gaylord Stadium, the home of the amazing Oklahoma Sooner football team. In Norman, Oklahoma, they're getting ready to spend $450 million just on the west side of the stadium to put in very, very expensive suites and club seating and a new press box. Now, as if tickets aren't expensive enough for the average person, much less a student, to get in to see a football game, it's going to go up. The fans always pay for these wonderful improvements. And 7,000 people now are not going to get the opportunity to go to a football game because those seats are going to disappear. A lot of people in Oklahoma City, Norman, Oklahoma, the whole country, aren't real happy about that, but there you go, money talks, right? Anyway, back to Tulsa. Tulsa is going to pay $26 million to a gentleman, a black gentleman, who was wrongfully convicted of rape. He was convicted on shoddy evidence. The rape victim said she was pressured to name this particular gentleman as the attacker. He spent over 20 years in jail. He has spent 35 years trying to clear his name. And just, I think last year, the year before, his attorney found the old rape kit from the original investigation, and he sent it away for DNA analysis, and it proved that this gentleman was not the rapist. I think that's unfortunately typical around here. But anyway, since not, well, he'll get 26 million out of the deal, but is it worth it? You know, all that time, I don't know. Since 1989, Oklahoma ranks near the top of overturned convictions in the country. Well, Oklahoma's finally made it to the top of something. We're at the bottom of every other list, but we're at the top, close to the top of overturned convictions. Anyway, so your electricity bill, let's talk about that. As you know, lots of cuts right now to alleged alternative energies, both nationally and at the state level. But that's going to cost you a lot of money. According to the Oklahoma Voice, that's going to cost you $100 a year increase in your energy bills by 2030, and by the year 2035, your yearly energy bill is going to go up $540. That's just the average household. Why? Because they cut wind and solar, because all those big boys are invested in oil and gas. It's just that simple. It's all about the money. It's all about them making money. It has nothing to do with you. Anyway, there is one way to reverse that, actually, drastically reverse that, and that's to, in Oklahoma, replace every Republican with a Democrat that's in any political position. And that's the only way, is for Oklahoma to start voting for Democrats, or at least independents. Republicans are never going to change in this state. So if you ever want this state to change, you're going to have to vote for somebody else. Anyway, it's Saturday, cloudy. Have a good day.